nothing new here. We are working on 64B, which is 7-6 Law of Sines worksheet. When you're looking at this, you do need to pay attention. We talked about this yesterday. It's telling you to find AC, so you have to think about what that means. And we're rounded to the nearest tenth. As I've been grading papers, I've been seeing people are ignoring the rounding rules or ignoring what they're supposed to round to. So this is a graded assignment. It's going to be more points, and you will lose points if it's not rounded correctly, okay? So be careful. Now, the first thing I want you to do is it says find AC. Let's highlight that. Side AC is really considered what? Like what vertex is opposite it? Lowercase b is what we're talking about. And I think that threw people off because they would see the A or something. So side AC really pairs with B. And I think this has been helping people if you can circle the right things. I had to sort of squeeze that in. So we would have the sine of 22 over the opposite side B. And then here's the issue. They gave me angle A, but they didn't give me side A. And there's no way for me to find it. They gave me side C, so what do I need? Angle C. So can you find me angle C? How do you find 40? 180 minus 118 minus 22. And you said it is 40 degrees. Hi, Evelyn. We're on 64B. All right. So now that I know that, I can do the sine of 40 degrees over the opposite side of 24. All right. So there we go. And we can cross multiply now. So you should have taken the 24 times the sine 22. Make sure you keep that together. And that should equal B times the sine of 40. So that's what it should lay out to be. And then I need you to find what you're looking for. And you're looking for the variable B. So to do that, you're going to divide both sides by sine of 40. Divide by sine of 40. So with that in mind, you should use your calculators. Make sure you close your parentheses. And what did you guys end up getting for B? Do we agree with 14? Is that rounded to the nearest tenth? Okay. What did you know what I hate to do? What did you guys get in there? 24 sine 22. Close that, divided by sine. Oh, so it's one of those ones that bumps up. Yeah, so 13, that's what I was thinking since you got an even 14. It's 13.986. So the 8's going to bump that 9 up, which bumps that to 14. Okay, so it'd be 14, and we don't know how many units it is, so we could just say units or 14, but it is the length of AC. Okay, so that's pretty much the same on these that are asking for the sides, numbers 1 through 5. But again, do me a favor, when it says AB, find side AB and highlight that. That's actually side C. So when you go to set this one up, this one's nice because do you see you have your pair? Sine 44 over 7. Let's just set that one up. Sine 44 over 7 would equal sine 53 over what? C. Then cross multiply. Make sure you circle your final answer so we're not trying to look for it. So just be careful. Sometimes you have to find the missing angle, okay? So it's helpful to do that, but make sure you're paying attention. If it's BC, we're looking for side A. Okay, I guess I'm showing you this. I would need this angle because if I have this side, I need that angle. And then I'm looking for A. So essentially, I'm not using the 51 degrees for my sine, but I'm using the 51 and 39 to find this leftover. So I would say the first thing you might want to do is just find the missing angle so you have the pieces you might need. Okay, now, if you go to number 6, 7, and 8 on this front side, do you see that they're asking you to find an angle measure? All right, now, notice they have all 3 sides here on all 3 of these. So pay attention to what you're using. I am definitely going to use A. So that is sine 88. I know I'm using A because I have the 2 pieces. Now, I'm not going all willy-nilly. If they ask me to find angle C, then I'm not worried about anything to do with B. So this would be the sine of angle C over 21. Okay, we're going through the same cross products, but because I'm finding missing angle, what do I eventually do? I'm going to eventually do the inverse, okay? So let's cross multiply. Sine 88 times 21. I like to put that 21 first. I have to write a little smaller. And that equals 26 times sine C. All right, so you cannot solve for C. You're solving for sine of C. That I can't stress enough because I think that's what might throw us off. So we're looking for you to show this work, not just I did it in my head, I used my calculator. So type in your 21 divided by sine 88 equals 26. I got my calculator. Put your sine function. 21 sine 88, close that, divided by 26. All right, I'm getting 0.8072. Does anybody agree with me? Now, because I'm going to do more with this, I don't want to round it to the nearest tenth yet. So I'm finding out that the sine of C is about 0.8072. Now, it keeps going. And this is what you said. In order to get C by itself, this is where we take our inverse. Okay, now, in my calculator, I'm going to go to my inverse sine. So find your inverse sine. You might have to do it the other way. And then instead of typing in 0.8072, which is not bad, it will work, I'm doing that second and then answer right here. And I get 53.82, and it's nearest tenth. So what are you guys telling me it should be? Well, wait, nearest tenth. So 53.8. And this is degrees. Okay. Again, I could have typed in this number, but if you type in 0.8, it's going to be really off. So you need to keep at least 4 digits or use the answer option. Okay, flip it over. 2 more like that on the back. In case you're looking, that's a little arrow to tell you this angle is 129. We don't know this angle, okay? But I want to remind you, here's this set information. Here's angle B and side B, and they want A, and angle A goes with this 11. A little bit hard to circle that one, okay? So if you're having trouble seeing that one, let's set it up. It'd be the sine of 129 over 33. And then you would do the sine of A, because they asked for A, over 11. That one's just a little bit sketchy the way it's such a skinny triangle. Okay, then when you look at numbers 11 through 13, it says solve each triangle. Now this is going to take just a little more effort. Solve each triangle means find all 3 angles and all 3 sides, everything to the nearest tenth. So first, we want you to draw the triangle. And these are all pretty much the same. They give you 1 angle and 2 sides. So sketch your triangle, label it ABC. We don't want to make it any harder than it is. Angle C is 145, and this is side C. Side C is 33. Angle A we don't know, and we don't know anything about side A, so that's going to be one of our last things. And then angle B we don't know, and side B is 7. All right, so how does this help me? Well, what set do we know? We know angle C and we know side C. See how I'm using that? So it'd be sine of 145 over 33 equals. Okay, now what can I find next? Well, I don't know anything about A, so I'm going to have to use B next. So I'm going to go with sine of B over what? 7? Okay, so we're back to cross multiplying. We'll do this one together. 7 times sine 145 equals 33 times sine B. Okay, now I'm looking for B, but I've got to get sine B solved for. So this is what I'm trying to get by itself. How do I get rid of that 33? Divide. All right, so this is a matter of typing in your calculator, guys, and we'll get sine B equals some decimal. So take a minute, type that in your calculator. right, see if you agree with me. I got this. See if does anybody agree with me? You don't even have a calculator out. Where's your calculator? Guys, you have to have your calculators out. Thank you. All right, do we agree? All right. So I'm going to write this number down. I guess I'll round it here. But again, when I go to do my inverse, I'm going to type in using that answer key. And I get that angle B, or what is it? Yeah, angle B is 6.988, so that's going to round it to 7 degrees. So it's not a really big angle. Mr. Adams, how's that looking to you? Is that the same as what the book says? Yep. All right, now, so B is 7 degrees, which makes sense because this angle is 145. I mean, that took up most of the 180. Now, what's the easy thing to do, guys? Yeah, the easy part here is solving for angle A. 180 degrees in a triangle, take away the 7 we found, take away 145, and what did you find? 28. Does anybody agree with that? I don't feel like this marker or this pen is writing. All right, there's my 28 degrees. Well, that made it easier. So I found the things I needed to find were the measure of angle A, which we found to be 28 degrees without much effort. And then we needed the measure of angle B, which we had to put effort into, 7 degrees. What else am I missing in my triangle? Side A. Guys, it's not a mystery what I'm missing. If they gave me angle C, I need the other 2 angles. If they gave me sides B and C, then I need the other one. And I guess they should have said in triangle ABC, solve for the triangle. They shouldn't assume that we know it's ABC. So how do I find side A? Well, I'm going to have to do this again. So I'm going to use what I have. Sine 145 over 33. And I'm going to set that equal to side A, which is right here. And that would be sine of 28 over A. I hope you can read that. All right, so we are doing the same thing, but I'm not looking for an angle. I'm looking for a side. So let's cross multiply. A times sine 145 equals 33 times sine 28. Okay, so you found the A, and then what are we going to do here? How do I get A by itself? Divide by sine 145. All right, so nearest tenth. Almost lost my sign. What are you getting for me? And I think it'd be nice to put your answers all together. That way we don't have to try to track them down. Anybody have it yet? What'd you say it was? 27. Do we agree with that rounding? Wait, 27. Did I type it in wrong? Does anybody agree with me? I have 20. I'm looking for A. Oh, it's 20. What did I type in wrong? 30. Did I type it wrong? 33 sine 20. Oh, I think I missed the 100 and the 45. Oh, do you see what I did? See that one there? I was thinking it was a parenthesis. So you were right. I was wrong. Is that better? 27 even. Sorry, I doubted you. Should have doubted myself. Okay, so that is what you're doing, friends. Get going. These 2 problems are going to take a little longer because you have to do, it's like 2 pieces of it. But use your angles.